Stephanie Lake, my real son's grandma. Stephanie Lake said first. Welcome, honey. Congratulations being the first one in here. Y'all. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome, honey. I'm glad to have you here. Lesson learned, y'all. Honey, this is breakfast. Because I didn't have the energy to get out of bed for this is breakfast because I didn't have the energy to get out of bed to have breakfast at a decent time. Let me tell you. This is why it's important for us to practice now. Y'all, them meatless days, this one particular meatless day, yesterday, let me tell y'all right now, I don't care who don't like it or whatever. I tried. We all tried. We all tried. Many kids. That ain't for everybody. Okay? Now, I wanted to see how it would be in an emergency situation if we didn't have. Y'all already know I got chickens and I got quails. So if something were to happen, then you know the rest. So it went on this pescatarian stuff where you have meatless days. Our meatless day didn't even have fish in it. Some about that one yesterday. And also, I've always been one to eat meat. And y'all know I talked to y'all about eating for your blood type. My blood type encouraged you to have animal protein. I don't know. I was trying to do it for the kids. Tatiana kept saying, no, let's do it for 6 weeks. Let's do it for 6 weeks. Tatiana, you want to do it for 6 weeks?
I don't think we can do it for 6 weeks.
Everybody's body is different. And I had to learn that. And my body needs meat. And I'm going to have some meat. Poultry is fine. But baby, I started doing my research on people, even celebrities that was vegan and had to go back to eating meat because their body was going down. They started having health issues. It's not for everybody. And they say some people is sensitive to meat, that their body is sensitive to it. So it works for them because it's more harm. But y'all, I was getting angry. I'm that type, and it's always been like this since a child. If I don't have meat, I get angry. Last night, I was so hungry, and it was late, so I couldn't eat nothing. My kids told me they was hungry. Got you, Stephanie. That sounds good, honey. Listen, we gonna eat healthy over here because we still got to, because we're trying to prep. But y'all, I'm gonna have some meat. I'm still gonna do my meal preps and everything like that. I got some stuff to do today. for that, but meat is gonna be involved because now I know in an emergency situation, the way my body feels, and I know at the beginning of anything you're gonna feel no. This is that feel. This is a whole nother feel. I know in an emergency situation, I'm gonna need some meat. So and I'm gonna need meat daily. That's just the way my body is. Years ago, I had a doctor that told me I need to eat lean protein, meat. It needed to come from meat, but it needed to be touched less, so I need to cook it at home. That's a good thing to know. I wonder if it's an iron thing. I don't know because I've had all the signs of having an iron issue, but they just ain't said it's an iron issue. But since my mama and my daughter is, never know. I don't know, but like when I was little, I used to get up and literally be angry if I didn't have no meat. Like it does something. The feeling I had yesterday and this morning, baby. I'm glad you liked it, sir. So I'm glad I know now that I need to up my quails. Because in an emergency situation or if stuff just get extremely high, I need to have a way to have meat. Right now, while things is okay, I need to be stocking up on canned meat, packaged meat. And don't get me wrong, you can still eat and be a very healthy human being if you eat meat. A lot of people say it's not. Let me tell you something. Let's get rid of it. A lot of people say, oh, that's a living thing. Well, plants are living things. Plants are living things. You eat those. Everything on this earth that's on top of this earth, y'all get what I'm trying to say, is living. And I've had people email me and stuff. I think I kind of went into maybe the vegan world with saying like the pescatarian and stuff. And they voice their opinions, but they don't understand everybody is different. You mentioned something about blood types, but I didn't get it. Can you tell us again? Eat for your blood type. I was told about this by a doctor from some years ago, and I having all the GERD issues. And each blood type has a certain protein or not a non-protein in it. So certain things it cannot digest or it needs more of. I'm in the O family. I'm O positive. So being in the O family, when I look up my blood type, and like I say, I know all this information, but y'all, we get off track and don't do it. I'm guilty of it. But and somebody in the comments said it the other day about your blood type. There are some things in it that you need, and if y'all look it up, don't take my word for it. Look up in for your blood type. Look up what should a person with A positive blood type, well, A positive or with an A blood type. Look up what should a person with O blood type eat, and then to tell you. And when I first did it years ago, everything that bothered me was the things it said to stay away from. Now, I ate black beans yesterday. That could have been an issue. I'm supposed to stay away from beans. And I've told y'all that so many times. But I thought it was just a GERD issue. The way I felt last night, and that was the first time I ate black beans or beans like that, other than on butter beans, I probably could get away with those. But when you get into, it say legumes, beans, and something else. But see, what's the crazy part is my daughter is A positive. She's supposed to have that type of stuff, beans. But I could get away with green beans. I can eat green beans. They don't bother me. But she can also eat green beans because when you eat for her blood type, she needs it. So it's just like I'm telling you, the way I felt last night and this morning. That's a no-no. I'm all for doing poetry, but I'm gonna tell you this. I go to Sam's Club today. I'm getting some reels. Best and believe I gotta catch up. I gotta get with my body not let. It said lean. Let me get to Sam's Club today. I'm eating some real. My body just started craving all type of stuff. Let me tell y'all something. I walked out there and if y'all been following the channel, you know what's in my backyard to the left. I felt like I was out of it. Like I was starved out. Like, So we can eat healthy and still eat meat. It's how it's cooked, not processed. But I feel so weak when I don't have. Yes, Rhonda. See, let me read y'all comments. I'm glad I ain't the only one. Anastasia. Hey, Anastasia. Dolores said, "Yeah, looks like you're enjoying." Okay, I read that one. Angie, good morning. I'm just thanking God for this day. Yes, ma'am. Mary, good morning, fellow Mississippi girl. Good morning. I agree. Me, this show ain't for everybody. Okay, I read what Stephanie had. What you do when there's no meat around? Anthony, you're a vegan, so I expect you to say that. What would I do if ain't no meat around? That's why I have a lot of meat in my backyard. And baby, I'm a country girl. If something to happen to them, I know how to go forward for worms and stuff. I'll roast them right on up. I'm gonna have some meat some kind of way. All right. I eat possums and all. So I know roasting up me a couple of worms or something, I will do it in an emergency situation. Yeah, I like seafood, Stephanie. I'm eating salmon croquettes. Them salmon croquettes I cooked last night on live. To me, this is meat. I don't think Google and society consider it as meat. I do. I consider fish. Shoot, they don't even consider chicken meat. They call it poultry. When you read most of the stuff, it'll tell you to eat meat. And then it'll say, and poultry and fish. And I'm like, well, don't chicken fall into the category of meat? Like, Rhonda, you O positive too? Dolores, you O positive? Oh man, I heard some people have been, yes, and they say I should stay away from legumes. Weak when I don't eat meat. Exactly, Rhonda. I don't eat fried food. Thank you, DSB. Hey, Ava J. Dominic New Amsterdam. Hello. Hey, Dunplay. My refrigerator is loaded with meat, fish, chicken, pork. I know that's right. Look, y'all, I had to learn. These kids came in there last night. My son was looking, and I had whispered, not to my son, I had whispered that I ain't gonna be able to do this. That boy was in his room. He come flying in my room. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Like, what? And like, I'm hungry. I need some meat. I'm like, mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Some people be talking about eating like they did in the Bible days. God provided meat for them in the Bible days. If I don't know no other scripture, and I know I'm not going to say this right, but something had happened back then, and they talk about how they was picking meat out of their teeth and was still one happy. So what that tell you? They were eating, he had provided meat for them. Listen, they in there lively now. They wasn't saying nothing this morning. They just got to eat. Whew, Lord, I'm starting to feel a lot better. We can eat meat on a certain type. Exactly. Red meat don't do well for me anyway. Somebody come open the door. Somebody knocking. Oh, I thought you was knocking. Um. Now I'll stay away from the red meat because it don't work for me. But that poultry. But today I'm gonna have red meat because I'm getting some ribs from somewhere. Okay, because I feel like I need to give my body that boost of meat that I done been without. Summer, if you don't move with all that, Summer move. Go over there. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let me tell you what Summer do. When you eat and you don't give her none, she literally turn around, put her behind towards you. Y'all know the rest. She does it every time. She got you. Yes, she did. Whoo. Lord have mercy. Yes, the Lord. And y'all, she be knowing what she doing. Yes, she petty. She does it every time. Every time. Sometimes it gets so bad for her, she get up and walk out without you even saying something. On the stage, yes. Yeah, they smart. Almost just made me lose my appetite, to be honest. But I gotta eat them. Oh God. If most people had to slaughter the animal themselves, they probably wouldn't eat it. We get it already prepped and pretty LOL. Probably. I don't know, Anthony. But I don't know. But I done saw a lot of people then told their story about they wasn't eating meat at all and literally were getting sick. So I know it's not for everybody. Kudos to the one that it's for. It's not for me. I commend The ones that is happy, that don't look like nothing wrong with them, that's healthy. Pacific girl, how you doing today? It's numbers. It's numbers 11. Huh? Robin, what you mean? It's numbers. I'm doing good though. So it's not like he did it wrong. Oh wow, Stephanie. Occasionally don't have any pets, but a nice little pup is in the feature. I got you, occasional Nail SW. Mm-hmm. We would really be pescatarians. I'll catch a fish. Exactly. Like I said, I'm not gonna eat red meat, so poultry. So I'll still be a poly pescatarian after today because I'm getting some ribs. But that's what a poly pescatarian is. You can eat poultry. Straight pescatarian, what? Just fish and seafood. I'm gonna have to be what I told you, that poly. But we was doing the poly, we still had meatless. Yesterday was a meatless day. No seafood, no nothing. It was just and it's not the mental part of it. The food was good. It's the physical part that got me. Mm-mm. We grow up with a chicken, but a cow or a pig. I couldn't. See, I could, yeah. Good old family. So yeah, I want to let y'all know that if you try it, you got to do what's best for you. But one and the most important thing I learned out of this is in an emergency situation, I would need meat, and the kids. We would need meat. So that's going to be a big priority because I'm stocked up on a lot of vegetables. So I got to really make sure meat is put up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Off grid sound good to you. I know, right? Oh, you was giving me the scripture. The verse is Numbers 11:33, where they was picking the meat out there. Out. Yes, it's okay. Numbers 11:33. I know it was something. So God gave me. Okay. Eating beans doesn't mess with me. Thankfully, my husband has a hard time digesting them, and I have a hard time digesting beans too. The butter beans, maybe I didn't eat enough. They didn't do anything, but I don't want to push it because I know eating them black beans, it was all so good, but mm-mm. I feel it sound good. I know, Renee. Whew, I'm full now. I'm full now, but oh my goodness. So I still got some cooking to do. I'm trying to cook, have meals for throughout the week. And then I'm going to start my cooking and freezing. A long time ago, I used to cook and freeze. So once I get the stuff cooked for this week, all cooked up, then everything, because I'm trying to limit how much I have to cook because I have so much to do. Certain fruits is considered meat. Oh, wow. With Anthony, if it don't fly, I'm not going to consider it meat for myself. I'm just being real with you. It's going to have to fly. Okay. Anthony, I'm glad. See, I like some people you can't talk to like that, especially like if they vegan, they look down on other people. Because now I like your how you know, it's like you understand. It ain't for everybody. I'm telling you. If it don't fly, it ain't meat to me, okay? So yeah, y'all, that's where I stand right now. After today, I'll go back being a poly pescatarian. So when y'all see me with turkey, ain't it poultry? Poultry is chicken, turkey, duck. When you see that, then you're like, oh yeah, I'll put in my title poly pescatarian. So if you're a pescatarian and you like the recipes, you can do the recipes, just don't put meat on it. Just don't have the meat. That's it. But I feel like this, y'all. I just ate my honey mustard sauce that was made last night. Watch this. Was the honey mustard sauce good? Y'all heard him yelling out. So, right, not meat. You're right. Let's see. Robin's laughing, Stephanie, avocado steaks. LOL. Timmy said, "What's inside of the peel is considered meat, not meat. I know that, right? Fruit considered meat. Growing up, we had chickens who would always chase me, and I cried when she did, but I did eat the chicken. I bet you did, Abel. Your mom, okay, I got you. Your mom killed it. All right, y'all. So that's where I stand. Like I said, when I do poly pescatarian, it ain't gonna be no meatless days, okay? But it was something I was finna say. Oh, but another thing that I like doing this, it does still, whether you eating poultry, it still is important that you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And that's one thing without that gallbladder, I have to do. I have no choice, okay? Like I said, you may know people that's done had that taken out or whatever, and you say, oh, they eat whatever. I'm telling you, it will catch up with you in the long run, okay? When you don't have a gallbladder, you don't have a filter for bowel. I'm just being honest. Diverticulitis and a lot of more things. And you're putting stress on your liver, your pancreas, when you eat unhealthy. I don't have a choice, okay? I don't have a choice. Now, I have been thankful. A lot of people say when they eat, they go straight to the bathroom. Oh, thank God. I am not one of them people, okay? But that don't mean I need to continue to eat everything under the sun because I'm not one of them people. I still have GERD. So even though it's better, I would say it's a lot better since that gallbladder went out. Since it's been gone, it's been a lot better. But I noticed if I eat something full of sugar or yeast or something like that that's fattening, I get I can't say sluggish. It feels like something is slowed down. Like I feel like the processing, not the digestion. I feel like it's an inner feeling and I don't like it. So You have LERD. It's like GERD. I think I've heard what is the cause? It's something started with an L, and it was like GERD, but it deals with. A friend of mine said she had that. I think I know what you're talking about, Stephanie. Stephanie said my dad had a drastic diet change and then lost his gallbladder. Yes, and that's another thing. If you drop weight too quick, it'll mess up your gallbladder. So there's so many factors that reasons why it go out on some people. Mine's was now that I know all the details, mine's wasn't functioning. So it's just like that's why I was in so much chronic pain rather than pain just if I ate something. That's why it was chronic. It was in there just not. It was full of infection and all that stuff. I don't want to experience that. And I don't want to experience nothing else because of the fact that I'm putting something in my body that I shouldn't. Okay. So I don't have a choice. With the kids having GERD, they have anxiety. I don't have a choice in no type of way. So the poetry gonna be on there, but the meal's still gonna be healthy. And like I told y'all, if y'all been following me for a while, I have told y'all this. I never forget the doctor that told me I'm the type of person, the less it's been touched, the better it is for me. He said everybody is not like that. He's like, but as sensitive as my body is to certain things, the less my food has been touched, meaning not processed. I have to do everything from home. After going through this experience with, the gallbladder situation, and I know what could come next if I continue to like just eat fatty, greasy things or whatever. When I eat, I go to Ava J, I understand her. I'm telling you, like I said, I didn't even know for a couple years that they was gallbladder issues. I didn't know that it was. They was telling me it was my girl, but I'm telling you, baby, May, that pain. Like I said, a lot of people say they have pain and it go away. Mine did. It was for them days that kept going to that hospital. I'm telling y'all, God know I'm not lying. I was walking in there screaming. If a wheelchair was available, so I think a nurse came out one time maybe and got a wheelchair for me. I was bent over screaming, yelling, going through the ER doors. And then they made you wait for those times. I mean, for a long period of time in the waiting room. People looking at me and stuff. Look, y'all, I was calling on God and I was calling Jehovah so bad out loud. That's how bad that pain was. And it kept sending me home, and it was just chronic pain, some old raunchy type pain. I don't, like I told y'all, and I still stand on, I'd rather been pregnant with 6 kids at once and been in a delivery room trying to have them before I ever want to deal with that pain again. And I'm talking about with no medication. I'd rather go through a labor like that than to deal with that type of pain that I felt. I rather do it because that was I was on the phone with my mama and my uncle, and they would, like different times, and I know they did not like to hear me. I remember in the bed on my knees, and I was on the phone with them, and I was just screaming and yelling, just like it was so bad. My mama told me she knew I was in pain. Like I was just literally screaming and yelling. And then when the day that Wednesday, I went to go pee, walked out of my bathroom and fell down. Like my whole body just went to the floor. And I was like, I can't live like this. They gonna have to figure something out. What is it? And at that point, I didn't know my liver levels and my white blood cell levels had elevated in just a matter of like less than 24 hours. Like I said, never again. So I asked myself, do I literally want to eat the stuff I know I'm not supposed to? And then you got to deal with, like I said, the diverticulitis and all that type of stuff. I don't want to, if I can hip it in any kind of way, I don't want to do it. So that was one of the reasons why I'm trying to go pescatarian. I've never went out, like I told y'all, for years, like 10 years. I was, yes, my pain was constant and I was in tears every day. Honey, it got to the point, I know what you're talking about, because by the time I got back there, and the doctor that was there that wanted to start surgery that night before, when I got back there, he took over. Once you did the dye and he said that gallbladder had shifted and was laying on my intestines. It had swole up like it wanted to pop, like in a matter, and it had shifted from like the way the gallbladder sit. He said it was long way and laying on my small intestines. That's probably where I was getting a lot of extra pain from. It was just, oh, I just thank God. I really thank God. Everything I ate. And like I had went, let me see, the day before, no, that Mother's Day. When I first went, I told them I went, they sent me home, said it was something. But that Tuesday I went back, I said, look, I need a GI cocktail. I normally get a GI cocktail. Like, she's like, so you want the lanacane and stuff? I'm like, yes, give me that drink. If it's my GERD, it normally helps. So they go and get me the GI cocktail, come back, she makes it up. I drink it. Good thing I had a barf bag with me. I drink it. You can ask, Kylie was in the room with me. I literally turned it up and swallowed it right back up. And I'm like, okay, they still sent me home. She said, let me go ask the doctor, because you just threw all that back up instantly. And the doctor said, yeah, send her home. Like, yeah, so I understand. I couldn't eat nothing. If I ate, it made it worse. Yes, I would. And like what you throw up, Ava J, what you throw up is disgusting on its own. You know what I'm talking. I don't know if you had. I was literally throwing up bile, like days where I just threw up everything. Chicken noodle soup wouldn't stay on me. Nothing would stay on me. And mind you, I had started getting sick before Mother's Day. But Mother's Day is when I started going to the doctor. That was what, the 14th? They didn't do the surgery to the 18th, because they kept sending me home every day. So from that Sunday all the way to that Wednesday, I went to the hospital every day. And it's just like, yeah, that's going to be another situation, because I've been watching what y'all been saying in my comments. And I can't say too much, but yeah, because that was not cool at all. And I be thinking, like, sometimes I think, like the other day we was in the car, and I said, man, I made it through that surgery, because so many things could have happened. If it would have popped in me with the amount of sludge and stuff they said was in it, that could have sent me into sepsis. And while they was getting the thing out, I'm thankful. While they was picking it up, taking it out of me, I'm glad that thing did not burst. Like, it only had a matter of hours before it would have burst. And it's just like, really? I didn't even have pain. Yeah. Once they removed my gallbladder, I was back. Look, I ain't had no pain since. I see where people in that group, some people have it so hard. Like, I'm just thankful to God that I didn't. Like the second and third day though, I thought I was out of here, because I was so weak. I had went over a week with no food in me, and then all that medication and morphine and all that, and no food. Like, they just kept pumping morphine, and it's bad. I'm getting morphine every hour. So, I mean, not every hour, every 4 hours. They was giving me morphine every 4 hours. And my potassium was low. It just was not good. And so I see what people be having issues. People be hurting and all that. I didn't have none of that problem. No major problems after I had the surgery. Like, I feel a complete difference, even past the pain. So it just tells me that thing was in there making me sick, and I didn't know it was making me sick for a while, because I feel like everything is just smooth sailing now. Even when I look past the pain, I can eat more stuff that I couldn't eat in years. So it's just like, you know what? I'm really, it's very important that we take care of our bodies as much as possible. It was told to me a long time ago, our body is our temple, and we gotta take care of it. So I look at this, what happened is a blessing because it could have been another way. I could not be sitting here right now. You know what I'm saying? My kids, anything can happen to us any day at any time. But I look at knowing the experience, knowing what I went through dealing with that. And I never forget how that nurse came in there and she's like, man, that gallbladder something else today. Now I just left out of there, just left the hospital the night before and was back the next day. And I'm like, what you talking about? She was like, when we did it with that dye 3 minutes ago. So all the nurses that was there the night before when that surgeon sent me home, they was there the night that I came back the next night. And she said, yeah, we was here last night and we saw everything that happened. And she was like, that's why Dr. Brown did the CAT scan with the dye today. And she's like, that gallbladder is something else. I'm like, what it looked like? She's like, honey, it's full of sludge. She said, it is so infected and inflamed. And the walls done thickened even more just in a matter of hours. I'm like, what? Like, and that's why they was rushing everything. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm thankful. Okay. I'm thankful because it could have went left field in so many ways. I'm thankful that the surgeon sent me home to a certain extent. He wasn't in the right mind frame to do surgery on me. So that's another blessing that he didn't even try because that man was under the influence of something. So it's just a lot. So if I can try to keep myself out of that situation, which we would never, things we can eat healthy all day, every day, and still have issues. That is life. But I ain't trying to add to it. I ain't trying to add more. I ain't trying to, I'm trying to do so we know what we up against with all this stuff that's going on. From the prices to we don't know what's in the food. So this experience of being meatless just told me, girl, you might want to go ahead and hatch some quail, hatch some more, because I need jumbo brown with y'all because the jumbo whites I got, they ain't laying. Now, they should have been laying. They ain't laying. I need some jumbo brown quaternary quails. Some that ain't got a Vensex because y'all saw we Vensex those and found 2 the other day that was males out there running around having fun and supposed to be where the male's supposed to be. So I need jumbo brown quaternary quails. That should be able to sustain if we have to stay home and cannot buy from the store. So I was looking, y'all remember I was thinking about giving up some chickens. I think not, because I can't go meatless. Y'all already know. Now I'm having pain in my intestines, and they said IBS, and it just as bad as the gallbladder pain. I have an appointment for mine. Oh wow, Ava J. I hope they find out what it is. Robin Murphy said, God be the glory. Yes, ma'am. And that's why I say we have to literally watch. So my life changed, really changed when they took that little organ out. It's supposed to be a little organ. Mine was nice size. But that organ, everything changed because I literally cannot I can't go by I cannot go by eating everything. And it's not really hard for me because I couldn't eat everything for years, due to the GERD. I still wasn't eating everything. I wasn't eating the amount of fruits and vegetables I should be eating, but I wasn't eating a lot of greasy stuff for a long time. So it should not be hard. I know it's not going to be hard, but like I said, portrait needs to be there. Because a portrait ain't there, I ain't going to be able to do it. If ain't no meat there, I ain't going to be able to. My body ain't going to take it. My body literally is not going to be able to take it. So if you're thinking about going vegan and stuff like that, give it a try. That's my thing. I give a lot of things a try. Y'all know, look, let's see. The fertilizers, I gave different fertilizers a try for the garden. I gave in-ground gardening a try. Now I'm back to my container. And I gave this right here a try. You never know until you try. And that lifestyle is not for me. It is just not for me. Let's see. I had gallbladder surgery years ago. Many stones in it. After the surgery, I felt better too. I had an extra 25 pounds on me for years and lost it after surgery. Everybody, please listen to your body. Exactly. And that's what I had to do. I did not like, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Was it the fourth? The fourth. It was my first time having, because I told y'all I don't drink. 2020, when I started having issues, I stopped having wine or anything. I stopped drinking cold turkey because it was really messing with my GERD. So on the 4th was the first time I had beer since the surgery. And let me tell you, don't none send me. Stuff was sending me to the bathroom right after surgery, like the first couple of weeks after it. But now it don't like that. But I still ain't gonna eat nothing crazy if I'm away from the house, because you just never know. But I had a little beer, and nope, never again. It digested well when it comes to the GERD part of it, but I can tell something in me wasn't processing it. It wasn't processing it at all. It slowed my insides down, if that makes sense. And I got to the point to where, beer's supposed to make you pee. I got to the point to where I was chugging water and wasn't peeing. I said, never again. Never again. Because some people go back to eating what they want, drinking how they want, drinking all type of liquor, alcohol, beer, whatever, and they don't have a problem. Or either they having problems and not paying attention to it. I try to pay attention to my body as much as possible. And I'm like, so what it did was, it was like the next day I started peeing a lot. I'm like, okay, I'm familiar with this. Something had a hole. Something was inflamed or something, and it just did not work. So I was like, never again. So I just never drink again. I will never have anything to drink. And you can have something in moderation or whatever. I can't even do that. I would not do that to my body because I did not like that feeling. And I'm like, I'm not drunk or tipsy or nothing. I won't do that. And I'm like, it wasn't that much. Like, because I used to could have plenty more. And it's just like, okay, someone right. Scrambled eggs and some grits. That's all I tolerate right now. Oh, wow. Ava. I hope they figure it out. So I will say that will be one thing that it helped with the GERD situation, but the other situation, I can't do no alcohol. I won't even try because I ain't like the hole that I feel like it did, and I don't know. I don't want no issues, okay? So okay. I don't want no issues. So like I say, this experience taught me to make sure I stock up on meat. Some forms of meat. So, but I still need to eat extremely healthy. So we'll still do all this, y'all. Just if you looking into doing vegetarian or vegan or something like that. And let me say this, y'all. People, if you are vegetarian or vegan, don't get mad with people that is not seeing things the way you may see it. that is just so crazy to me. If it works for you and makes you feel so good, then stick to it. But I'm going from experience. I ain't feel good. Okay. And it hit me very quick. It hit me very quick. It hit the kids very quick. And I understand it's new. You're used to me and you got to give it time. No, no, no. This was a different situation. Okay. It wasn't mentally neither. It was no energy. So, no, my eyes say yes, but my body say no. AJ, I understand. I've been there plenty of days, honey. So please understand, it's not a crime to eat meat. Okay, I see that a lot where people literally don't like people that don't like people that eat meat. It's not a crime to eat meat. I do feel like there's certain meat we should not eat, like a lot of red meat. That don't work for me anyway. So I may not even. I want the ribs so bad because I feel like I've been deprived. I want the ribs so bad, but I may not even do that because I know red meat don't agree with me, and I be kind of like not practicing what I'm preaching, as you could kind of say. So I probably won't even do that. I have been looking into, like I say, we're gonna make a lot of things from scratch. That's what I'm into now. As far as this prepping stuff, making sure that we don't have to depend on the store. So I've been looking up. My next thing is like barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, different things I can marinate my chicken in or whatever. Good advice you're giving. Everybody's body is different and processed food and me is different. Exactly, Dolores. And a lot of people do not look at that. They just constantly come at you in negative ways about it. And it's just like, I know what my body can take and it can't go without me. So, yeah. And if I'm not full and I'm having an issue, then that messes with my GERD. And then my GERD, it's just a whole trickle effect. And then let's be honest with you. On the food pyramid, meat is on there. Like I say, back in the day, God provided meat for people. Meat ain't bad to have. It's how you prepare it and when you eat it and how much you eat. Because let's say this, you have a single serving of whatever meat you like. You may be fine. But do we sit up and just have a single serving? Especially if it's our favorite meat or something. A lot of people like steak and stuff. I've never been like a fan of steak. But you got people that will eat huge steaks instead of a portion of it. Or maybe 2 or 3 steaks in one sitting. And then wonder why you feel the way you do. Okay, that's too much meat. You just ate enough meat for 3 days. So, but then you're gonna be hungry again. You go back and you eat it because I used to do the same thing. I used to eat pig feet, ham hocks, do a whole junk in the pot and eat almost a whole junk in the pot in one day. That's years ago. I used to do that and didn't have no energy or nothing. So, like I say, there's a lot of people that was hardcore vegans and stuff had to change it. They health started failing. So you gotta look at that. Since I'm ready for the Ava says she ready for the recipes. I'll be putting some throughout the vlogs. Okay, if y'all notice, I ain't put up a vlog yet because I'm trying to get back on track of having them. But from now on, like I'll still do my meal preps live. But when I'm making different sauces and stuff, like I'll make it on the thing, but I'll put recipes as I do into the vlogs, y'all. Okay. So I'm trying to get to where I don't have to buy no condiments and none of that stuff out the store. Cause no. Steak is hard to digest and it can cause gout. Mm-hmm. Give me some seafood and some chicken saute from pork. And it's a C part of the beginning. And when you said you get angry when you don't eat meat, I felt that all in my spirit. Yes, Stephanie, I do. I do. I've always been like that. I've always been like that. I am a meat and potato person if I have it my way. Okay. And like I say, this feeling, it was a very, very short-lived experience. But polypescatarian is better for us. And that allows us to eat poultry. Like I say, the pork and the beef, I want 10 years every day, no pork, no beef. And that's when I thought I was a flexitarian. But now that I know the correct term is a polypescatarian. So that's the term they give you, okay, if you want to go in that field. So it's like, okay, I just start that back up because I can't do it. But I won't be buying no beef and pork though. And mainly it's not religious reasons or nothing like that. That has I mean, I know some people religion requires them not to eat pork. Mine don't, but I don't do it because it's red meat and it gives me anxiety. It's good you were able to figure it out. Yes, Stephanie. Mm-hmm. Yes. But y'all, let me go ahead and get off of here because I have chicken to cook. And I need to try to continue to recuperate because, like I told you, I can't do it. That took a lot out. So that nice salad and stuff, still gonna get made. It's just gonna go with some salmon or some chicken or something on top of it, okay? When it's plated. But still very healthy. Just adding meat. Still very healthy, clean eating. So I will share everything with y'all. We enjoy the chat. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Dolores. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and I will see y'all. I may come back to finish my meal planning. I'm not sure. Right now, I need to just let this food continue to digest and try to find me something else to give me some energy, y'all. Cause yeah, I'll see y'all later. Okay, be safe. Bye.